Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, it helps the channel out, and it makes my day, so thank you so much for doing so. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Aries, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aries. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Okay. So we're going to be doing things a bit differently. We're going to be doing the, let's call it the tree spread, which I have been dreaming about lately and really loving using. But we're going to be pulling different cards from different sides from different decks. So let's see here. Aries, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aries, angels, and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Aries, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aries. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. There we go. Aries, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aries. Aries, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aries. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, so again, we're going to call this the tree spread. The bottom is the bark, the roots. The top, the left-hand side is the inner self. The middle, the heart, the emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena and the public self. And we're going to call these the branches. Okay. So let's see here. So at our root, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, time frame August 23rd to September 22nd. And we have the Four of Cups. Interesting. Our emotional self, we have the Chariot, and we have the Nine of Cups. Chariot represents Cancer energy, time frame June 21st to July 22nd. The Heart, we have the Three of, let me just see which ones these are, because I don't mark them. The Three of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. That's a lovely heart. And then with our public arena, we have the Strength card, which is Leo energy, time frame July 23rd to August 22nd. And we have the Star card, which is Sagittarius energy, November 22nd, there we go, to December 21st. And it's going to be, it's funny because the public arena is going to be the biggest arena for us during this time because it is the one with the major arcana cards. It's going to be a time that's intense, it's powerful, it's having us see things differently, it's looking at ourselves in a in a way that plays off of our strengths, but also plays towards our dreams. So this is going to be a time that's astoundingly important to us. Now, let's see the chakra energy for this time, which would be here. What is chakra energy for Aries? June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aries. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. It is universal light. This is the soul star chakra, located 6 inches above the crown. And the energy that we need to be mindful of. What is the energy that Aries needs to be mindful of? June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aries. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, and show me clearly. This one right here, as everything else tumbles. That's okay. So we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, time frame May 21st to June 20th. So we need to be mindful of this time frame, of a sense of indulgence. It can be that, that comes to us during this time, the sense of wanting to indulge, wanting to go after what we want to go after, and really, it's not caring about everything else, but it's definitely feeling a bit resentful, feeling a bit overwhelmed. It's going after instant gratification instead of long-term development. And there's also going to be a real sense here of needing to look at our hearts, needing to look at what our soul wants, what our soul is developing, and where it is that we ourselves want to be during this time. So it's looking instead of at instantaneous, it's looking at what am I growing? What is becoming? What am I connecting to? It's not just lust, it's now love that we're looking for. And with the universal light, we have the soul star chakra coming in, and there's a sense of brilliance coming forward. There's a sense of enlightenment and understanding and power guiding us. But because we can be a little bit self-absorbed during this time, for lack of a better way of putting it, and that's not to be rude, it's just what's coming through spirit, we're going to find that the light that guides us, the light that inspires us, we have to meditate towards. We have to quiet out the outside world to be able to embrace this present beauty and this sense of development towards self and what we desire. Now, at our root, we start off with the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is saying, I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to, have people agree with me, see things the way that I see things. And the 7 of Wands is saying, pull back. Pull back because you're going to waste all your energy. And that's at the root right here, especially when it comes to our hearts and the blessings that come forward and the prosperity that we're able to take in and our own strength. So really, all aspects of our life during this time, if we are ready for a confrontation, we will get a confrontation. We get what we expect. And you can argue, okay, what if I expected things to go really well and they didn't? That's fair. That is absolutely fair. But it's going to be a time here where if we're looking for something to aggravate us, because we can get angry way more quickly than we can become calm, we're going to have that anger come forward. So the 7 of Wands is saying, be very mindful. Be very mindful of who you're choosing to have a battle with. Not because they don't deserve to have a battle with them, but because it's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your brilliance. It's a waste of your power and your prestige and your blessings that come forward. Now with the Hermit, it's taking the light of the star and it's taking the public arena really quite beautifully. And it's letting that illuminate our way. Letting us say, well, what is it that I want in the public arena? What is it that I want from life, but also from myself? And what are my dreams and what are my desires? And I can't have this if I'm always looking externally. Now it's time to look internally and let that guide me, let that inspire me, let that build me. Because the 4 of Cups comes into play. And the 4 of Cups is saying we're getting a gift and it doesn't feel like a gift. We're turning inward, we're seeing something, there's a revelation coming in and it's powerful and it's profound, but it's going to feel like extra work. It's going to feel like, wow, now I have another thing on my plate that I have to handle, that I have to deal with. And what's going to happen here is that we're so busy looking one way that as this gift comes in, it's actually forcing us to look another way. It can even be forcing us to slow down, forcing us to see what is needed, what we desire, what we want, and then look at things a bit differently. Because it is going to force us to look at things more openly and more honestly for ourselves. And it leads us to the Chariot. The Chariot, in our inner selves, we have to look at what we love, but also what we're wanting to fight for. Aries, we are represented We are Aries. You know, we're represented by the Emperor in the major arcana, but we are the god of war, represented in Greek mythology. And so here, there is the sense of power, there is the sense of understanding, there is a sense of focus that comes with us. But if we let our subconscious and conscious self get out of hand, if we let, you know, a sense of pride take over, it does take over, and it takes over really well. And so here, we can't have the two halves of ourselves pulling the chariot in separate directions. We have to have it combined. So during this time when it's our inner self, we can feel inner conflict. We can feel as if we're not heading in the direction that we want, as if we're overwhelmed, as if we're not, you know, achieving, accomplishing. And that's where we have to step back. And that's where we have to say, okay, what do I want? What do I need? And what is it that I need to celebrate in myself that is a blessing, that is beauty, that is a coming together, that is powerful for me? The Nine of Pentacles shows that, yes, there is beauty and prosperity. Yes, there's hard work yet to come. But if I don't take it in now, if I'm always looking at the next step, at the next step, at the next step, I'll never have it. It will always be just out of reach. And I will pull myself apart. I will pull the chariot that I'm riding on apart, seeking out something that if I turn inward, I'll be able to find. I'll be able to understand more. And it's quieting the world. There's going to be power from quieting the outside world and saying, you don't hold all the answers. You don't get to have the final say in my life. I do. I get to fight for what I believe in, what I want, what I need. I am going to feel overwhelmed at times, yes, most definitely. But my dreams are going to guide me further into what I want, but also they're going to lead me in a direction that I hadn't expected. It's going to start opening up doors. The Three of Cups comes into play, and the Three of Cups shows us, you know, blessings and beauty and brilliance that we hadn't seen before. But it's also going to show us the people who are supposed to celebrate, who are supposed to be there for us, that just couldn't. And so at our heart, there's a sense of, how do I trust? You know, how do I let in the beauty? How do I open up the door? Now, this could be romantically. How do I find the love of my life, the person that embraces my soul and guides me forward? How do I open up that door? How do I trust again? Because our hearts could have been closed because of a caregiver, because of a partner, because of just disillusionment with what we see in the world. Now it's time to open it up. Now it's time to say, you know what? I'm brave. I'm brave because I'm looking at what I want from life. And I'm not letting the negative that is so easy to see overpower me and define me. I'm looking at the beauty that is me, the power that is me, and the insight that is me. And I'm opening up the doors. It leads us to the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is, and they all live happily ever after. It's joy and it's blessing and it's understanding and it's brilliance and it's beauty coming in. It's a sense of, I can love this. I can be this. I can have this. And our heart starts to open up to this fact. And in ourselves, again, if we're pulled subconsciously we're sabotaging ourselves. Subconsciously, we think, oh no, I can't, instead of, oh yes, I can. And consciously, we're working so darn hard towards our goals, towards what we desire, that we don't stop. We don't stop and say, let me see my blessing now. Let me meditate within it, or just sit quietly in this blessing, in this realm of existence, and see what comes up in my mind. Are we sitting quietly and then having a list of 18 million different things that we have to do that, you know, needs our attention? Is it that we can't even have time to have a cup of tea? Or is it that we get to have this blessing? We get to have this break. We get to have this calm. What is it that we are embracing? What is it that we love? What is our happily ever after? It doesn't have to be anybody else's. Somebody else can look at your dreams and laugh and say, that's not a dream. You know, that's not success. That's not bounty. That's a cop-out. It's fine. Let them have their cop-out. Let you have your bliss. It's not embracing the heart for anybody else but the self. And then it moves us to the Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity, bounty, success, abundance coming in. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us this gift, gracing us, moving us forward, having us see things in a powerful, profound way. It's saying, I can plant this seed. I can harvest this dream. I can build more than I expected. And I can have greater prosperity come forward because of it. It moves us to our public arena, where we have the strength card, and where we have strength, and where we have the star. So the star has us looking at our dreams, has us looking at what we desire, looking at what we desire. There we go. And strength has us calling on strength. But it's not the strength that the world builds itself off of. It's not brute force strength. It's strength of compassion. It's strength of love. It's strength of acceptance. It's strength of beauty of self and brilliance of understanding. The lion could rip her apart. And at times we forget that as human beings, that we're not the most powerful being on this earth. The lion can rip us apart. It is the respect, it is the mutual love that builds this relationship. And here's the thing with our lives, it's the love and it's the mutual respect that builds all relationships, that moves us forward. Because one person can tear down another, most definitely. And this is a time where we start to look at things and say, what am I creating my circle from? What am I creating my power from? What is the strength that fuels me? Is it always brute force strength, pushing, pushing, pushing? Or is it love and respect and kindness and compassion? It moves us to looking at our dreams, to looking at the balance and the insight that we are accomplishing. And it's saying, there's more here. Now, of course, as I look at this, it shows me your dreams, but this is temperance. This isn't Aquarius energy. This is Sagittarius energy. And I believe that I said this before. And this is a time frame of November 22nd to December 21st. This temperance, this balance brings our dreams forward. It's what we capture. It's what guides us, it's what leads us during this time. So there's a reason why Spirit had me have this confused, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's not right. And now we're going to see that balance comes in, that harmony comes in, that a sense of what I want and what I desire. As I look up at the heavens, as I look at the greatness of the stars, as I look up and say, there's more here than what I realized. And I fill my cup. I fill and quench my thirst with the beauty of realization and with the opening of the doors. And it guides us. It really does guide us. The sense of balance, the sense of harmony. That's why we pull in. That's what this time is all about for us. It's not about, showing everybody how great we are, though we do tend to do that, but in a subtler way, in a way that is calmer and connected with the heart, and really does actually provoke people's jealousy because they don't have that serenity. There's a power to you, and there always is a power to you, Aries, that contained force, that contained focus, that general, like precision, that's able to look at the bigger picture, as well as caring for the individual. And that's what we're opening up here. That's what we're seeing. That's what we're guiding towards. So let's go deeper. Show me the way that Aries is pulled apart. Show me the way that Aries is pulled apart. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. The Nine of Cups. That's interesting because we have the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the repeat of the number 9. We're coming to a completion of a cycle. The Nine of Cups is dreams and wishes, but it's what we're not seeing. We're so busy guarding it. We're so busy looking at another direction. We don't see the blessing that is before us. That's what's pulling us apart. We're not seeing the answers. We're pushing for more questions. We're pushing for something that is more solid, and yet at this time it's not supposed to be solid. This is a time where we're creating and cultivating and gaining the insight and gaining the understanding. And it leads us now to what is it that Aries is supposed to be planting within their hearts? What is it that Aries is supposed to be planting within their hearts? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Temperance, the balance coming in once again. And it's mistaken for dreams. It is. During this time, we mistake balance for dreams, for deeper insight, deeper wonderment, this sense of pushing forward, going after what we want. So here with temperance, it's balance. It's balance of our hearts. It's balance of our souls. It's balance of what we want and what we long for and where we're looking at and what we need. So that starts to come in. That's what we're planting within ourselves. This sense of balance and harmony and beauty and success and power and understanding. What is the harmony that Aries needs to embrace? What is the harmony that Aries needs to embrace? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. The Hierophant. It's that we hold the power. It's that we're not, and it's another major arcana card. So again, it adds to the power of the external world. That's why we have to turn inward, because the external world, the outside world, is so powerful. It is so intense. The Hierophant moves us closer to ourselves. The Hierophant says, I am the ruler. The Hierophant is the Pope in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And the Pope was the power of the medieval world. He told emperors what to do. And so when we have the Hierophant coming forward, it's one of the only energies that trumps the power of Aries. So here we have that power, we have that focus, we have that determination of Aries all around us, because it is us. And with the Taurus energy coming in, with the Hierophant coming in, it is saying, focus on what is of quality within you. Focus on what is of the most importance to you. Focus on the desire, focus on the insight, focus on the dream, focus on the power. Open up the door. See where it leads you. What is the part of the self that we can't turn away from? What is the purpose of the self that if we forget it, if we go against this within our hearts, we are not truly and authentically who we are born to be and who we need to be. And that's the harmony that we need. That's the balance that we need to claim ourselves so fully that when the world starts shouting its lies, when people have unrealistic expectations and, start blaming us, we do not crumble, we do not fall. And we say, all right, I can see your pain, but I'm not taking it on. I can understand your hurt and your anger, but it is not my burden to bear. And I can keep on moving forward, respectfully, lovingly, towards a goal, towards a dream, towards power that is more than at times we ever imagine on this earth. Now, the subconscious chakra message for us, Aries, is rebirth. It is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below the feet. It is rebuilding, regrowing. It is a sense of, I am not the same person that I was before. It is rebirth, it is greater understanding, and it is determination. It leads us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and that is temperance. That is the energy that comes through, that has come through time and time again. Balance, temperance. It's looking at this energy and saying, I see you, I hear you, and I understand you. But I can also not be caught up in trying to make everything balanced, trying to make everything in harmony. There's elements of chaos within life, within existence, that cannot be changed and shouldn't be changed at times. Subconsciously, we're also going to be very drawn to the people who are promising us balance during this time, because that's what we long for. That's what our hearts really need. And during this time, it's going to be the lover's energy, the sense of not overindulging, but also understanding that there are always going to be two paths. There are always going to be differing ways to see things. And it's the balance of the fact that not everybody's going to agree, and they don't have to, which is contrary to what our world seems to think at this time. It leads us to our subconscious tarot message. Our subconscious external message is the Fool, another major arcana card. It's time to go for the gold. It's time to go after what we want, to be exuberant, to explore, to be foolish, to not take ourselves so seriously, because that's going to be how we break down barriers, how we open up the door, how we go after what we want. The Fool knows that they will fail at times. It won't be easy sailing all the time, but what it will be is powerful revelations. And remember, every single hero starts off as a fool. The hero's journey starts off, and we see it time and time again in books, in literature, in movies, that you start off ignorant. You start off woefully unprepared. And as you're on this journey, you gain the knowledge, you gain the skills to be the hero of your story, to be somebody that people cheer for, somebody that people want to see succeed. It moves us to our subconscious emotional message, which is the moon. Fear plays a big part during this time. The fear of failure, the fear of letting love in, the fear of being hurt again, the fear of not planting the right seeds, of not moving forward the right way. But the moon also brings this surreal understanding, this beautiful sense of harmony and joy and insight and ideas. And so as we face our fears, we acknowledge them, but we are not defined by them. And we need to not limit ourselves during this time to saying, oh no, but I am afraid, so I cannot. Our subconscious inner self message is the magician, magic, becoming a greater understanding of focus, a determination. As above, so below. As we think it, so it becomes. That's why the mind is so important during this time. We see that at our roots as well. There is a sense of, as I see things, as I gain an understanding, there is power, there is insight, there is ferocity to me. I am taking what I have learned, and I am looking at who I am, and I'm claiming what is my birthright, what is powerfully and brilliantly mine. The blessings of the universe, the blessings of serenity is what Spirit is saying, that guide me forward. As above, so below. As I believe it, so it will become. And whether that is positive or whether those are positive beliefs or negative beliefs, they are strong and impactful beliefs that shape our world and that shape the magic, the brilliance, the wonderment we bring into our lives. So be very mindful of this. Our minds are so much stronger, our focus, our understanding is so much more intense than we could ever have imagined, especially during this time. It's amplified for one reason or another. And it is because of the gift that we're given and the insight that we're acquiring. The subconscious message for our rooted self is the sun. Let the sun shine. Let the beauty come. Take in the blessing. The sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. Let the blessing come. And let it be an absolute, imperative part of us. Rejoice. And respect yourself. Because the dawn is here. The brilliance is here. The beauty is coming in. And it's absolutely changing things for you. It's changing the game. It is. Now, when people see this, as they always see the sun shining within us, they will try to take us down a notch. They will try to take away the brilliance and the beauty and the love and the joy. Don't let them. Don't let them. Embrace what you love and do so absolutely brilliantly. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace our insight, as we embrace our dreams, and as we become one with ourselves, not in fighting, but in acceptance, brilliance, and love. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries.